Okay, again, I proved definitively that it is fucking retarded to not obey God through me. It doesn't take a genius to see that I'm right about this. You should be sure that it's me. Doesn't matter if people are hacking my brain. 1 plus 1 plus 1 still equals 3. Historically, white Greek letter organizations were formed on the basis of exclusion, explains Matthew Huey, an an associate professor in the Department of Sociology and an adjunct in the Africana Studies Institute of the University of Connecticut. They mirrored the demographics of their institutions, right? They resembled them. They showed you their demographics, right? And they were all white universities historically, right? Not only did they mirror them, they amplified them. So only the cream of the crop, the elite of the elite, got in. Only the most geeky, frat-like filth got in fraternities historically. As colleges began to welcome less privileged white students and minorities, Greek organizations, most of which had official whites-only policies, offered members protection against would-be social climbers. Okay, again, if you're in a fucking fraternity, man, your souls and your offspring are gonna fucking cook like you wouldn't believe, okay? So what was the purpose of this? Not only they're white-only trash societies, and the Black Masons were in dumb fucking white devil helping groups, okay? But they offered members, quote-unquote, protection against would-be social climbers. Their jobs was to keep everyone down who wasn't a white privileged person and to kind of create some kind of, all in good fun competition with other white privileged trash, okay? Huey says, adding that some retained white-only clauses in their constitutions until the 1960s and 70s. So Huey says that some retained their white-only clauses in their constitutions. They were still unofficially white-only and otherwise. Okay, so they retained it in the 60s and the 70s. After 1964, the Civil Rights Act, right, they still had whites-only clauses because they're privileged trash. Okay, airhead, nerd, scum. Okay? It doesn't take a genius to see that it is against divine law to be a Freemason or in these groups. And yes, some people in my family somewhere, somehow, I'm part white, are in these groups, but I don't approve them. I resent them. And I personally am damning them to hell, along with everyone else who doesn't obey God through me. If you don't understand that I'm dead serious and that I'm God's son, man, you are fucking retarded. There's no way around that. Okay? And we'll see in the next picture that I'm going to put on the screen. Again, this is from Rush Week Explained, from a black sorority girl that rushed a white sorority. Okay, Bria Jones's channel. And she has a bunch of subscribers, bunch of views, what have you, right? Because she's with them. Okay, you think she got 251,000 subscribers because she's with God? No, she's with the devil. She obeying God through me? No, she's with the devil. So between her views and her not obeying God through me, okay. However, but this is some good information, whatever, okay? All right. In September 2013, the long-held unofficial practice of barring black women from traditionally white sororities finally began to change thanks to a group of sorority women who spoke out in favor of integration. Their actions proved unpopular with many of their sorority sisters, but in daring to reveal the secret practices that have allowed the Greek system of Alabama to remain segregated for more than a century, Wolf, one of them's name's Wolf, they love those kind of using those names. They pick these people for these things. Betchel, Back, and Gotts, right? Gotts back, right? The Jews' back, as the story goes, in terms of back muscles, in terms of lateral movements, they tend to be what they're referring to, who has whose back up, and all this stuff. Background check. They love this stupid wordplay. Okay, they're saying, that you should have the wolf Roman. The wolf is a symbol of Roman people. Like the eagle of Rome, there's the wolf, the symbol of Rome. Romulus and Remus were, raised by wolves, as the story goes. And you get the word Rome from Romulus. Okay. Another sparked a march on campus of more than 100 students who carried a banner that read, "The final stand in the schoolhouse door," a nod to former Alabama Governor George Wallace's 1963 stand in the schoolhouse door. And again, part of the difference between me and a lot of these New World Order people, because I'm not in the New World Order, okay, is they suck a propaganda dick. They like, yay, guys, we're doing it, and da-da-da, and and they tell this in a way that makes it sound like it's a good thing and shit, when they're just controlled opposition cowards God hates, and if you don't know that, you're an idiot, okay? That final stand helped usher in an informal rush during which the university boasted that 21 black women joined white sororities. I remember saying, okay, The person, I guess, is the person who wrote this, right? I guess, okay, it's Betchel. Okay. I remember saying, this is wrong. Why are we sticking to all these traditions? Okay. This is wrong. She say it's wrong to do that. And she's some kind of white sorority chick. And she says, why are they sticking to all these traditions? They're what? They're traditions, right? Generational traditions, right? Things that they pass on, their heritage, traditions, part of quote unquote being white, traditions, because these people, as I revealed in the first couple minutes, believe in suppressing other people so they control the social activities. Who's socializing with who? Social media, social clubs, social networks in society. That's part of what segregation came from. A bunch of these fraternity and sorority cowards going, we're going to have it our way. Oh, tell the colored people to live over there. Nah, just a bunch of sissies God hates. Okay, so he says, this is wrong. Why are we sticking to all these traditions? Betchel says, we're an awesome group of women, so I just thought, why don't we try doing something different? Why are we adhering to the legacy of what the Greek system is? Okay, and notice it says, why are we adhering to the legacy of what the Greek system is? Not was, but what the Greek system is. And this is a quote. It's like being in the Klan. It's like the Klan saying, we used to be white only, but now we let black people in. Only a dumb fucking black person joins the Klan. Same thing with sororities and fraternities. These things are white, toxic, devil, oppressor, garbage organizations that exist to control people sexually first and foremost. That's why they've integrated. That's why they've taken black women over time and bred fraternity and sorority and cult groupings and corporate groupings. Corpus. Okay, corpus meaning body, right? We go back to Greece and Rome. Greece and Rome is not Nazi fucking Germany. They believed in fucking the Ethiopians, the Persians, and anyone else they could get their hands on. Okay, they fuck. Out comes their gene expressions that needs me to redeem them, mind you. They're gene expressions of what they themselves describe as the children of Zeus, who was first and foremost a deity of rape. If you really look into it, you see that he's a deity of rape first and foremost, right? How can a so-called god that goes around raping all types of men, women, and children, okay, and is symbolic of them raping groups of people and gene expressions that they prefer, how can he turn around and say he's a deity of justice and he's the king of the gods and he's divine? No. That's why one of his children, Serapis, his name is Rape Scrambled. You see the story of Zagreus, a story for another day. Dionysus, a young Zeus, ritual madness, religious ecstasy, theater arts, wine, right? If you're driven insane before he has sex with you, you're being raped. If you're made drunk to the point you can't consent, you're being raped. So he's raping you in different ways. He's kidnapping and raping him, forcing his fat ass on him, forcing his small ass on him in his smaller ball form. Okay, Jupiter ball. He is a sniveling Jew, pit ear, pit viper, pit dog, snake, abyss, devil. Okay? And the purpose, the reason why it says Satan leads the world astray, first and foremost in regards to dating and who's sleeping with who, that's why the devil's known as a horny fucking devil. The great deceiver. The con man, the confidence man, the con man, con arts, conning you, conniving, cunning, con, descending, consent. Consent is not consent. Believe it or not. Some people say he said consent is not consent. I just explained why, you out of context ninnies. You who would let your whole family be raped while you act like a sarcastic frat dance doing sissy. Like I have to explain this shit. You have one life to live. These are the fucking parameters. This is the fucking scenario. And you're like, I'm going to be a bitch. And you expect God's son to respect it and not to damn you and your fucking offspring souls?